front of the camera in a minute. Hey Boos, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. I haven't sat down and filmed a video in a while. It's been a while, so I'm happy to be back. I'm excited to do a new video for you guys. Excuse my voice, a little congested, a little stuffy. I've been a little under the weather, but we're good. So yeah, let's just get into today's video. Today I am going to be sharing with you my current winter perfume faves, and I realized the last time that I did a perfume favorites video was actually a little over a year ago. So if you haven't seen that video, I'll link it. Definitely check that out. That one was more so like some of my favorite perfumes of all time. It wasn't really like season specific, but this one is, I really just wanted to share like my current winter favorites. My perfume collection has actually grown a lot since that last video that I did, so I have a lot more perfumes and fragrances to share with you. So let's just get into the first fragrance. So the first fave is going to be Burberry Touch for women. Now, when I was researching, I don't know if this is still available or if it's in stock or if it's discontinued. I don't know. My boyfriend actually gave this to me as a gift a few years ago. And that's the thing that sucks about fragrances, is that a lot of times I'll find a fragrance that I absolutely love and then it's discontinued like a year or two later. So I don't know if that's what happened with this. It is still on Burberry's website, but it just says it's out of stock. So I don't know. But I really love this fragrance. It really is perfect for like a date night or a night out, like if you're going to like a play or the theater or opera. Like, it just reminds me of New York in the wintertime. It's a very warm, a little bit spicy. It really is a unique fragrance. Like, I've never smelled anything like this. It's very sophisticated, but not like old ladyish. Like, it's not giving Chanel No. 5 vibes. Like, no offense, but I cannot stand the way that Chanel No. 5 smells. So it doesn't give that. So it's sophisticated and mature, but not old lady perfume, if that makes sense. So I do have notes for the top notes or the key notes for these fragrances. So for this one, top notes are jasmine, Madonna lily, and tuberose. So if that helps you at all. I do like sharing the key notes or the top notes of the fragrances, just so that if there's anything that in particular that maybe you don't like or something in particular that you do like, it kind of can help you determine if it would be a fragrance for you or not. So those are the key notes for that really unique fragrance. I personally have never like seen a lot of people talk about this one, and I just really love it for nights out and dinner dates and things like that. The next fragrance we're going to talk about is a Maison Margiela Replica scent. The girls are always talking about the Replica scents, and I understand why. I finally hopped on the bandwagon this year. I have to say though, I'm on the hunt to get the bigger sizes because the girls are buying, they're selling out in the stores. The girls are buying them up. I could not get my hands on a bigger bottle. This was all they had. But nonetheless, this is the Replica Jazz Club scent. And this, I don't even know what to say. Like, this just smells so good. It's, again, another sophisticated, kind of warm, kind of spicy, cozy. It really does smell like a jazz club. Like, I feel like I walked into like a dark, cozy speakeasy. There's a fireplace roaring. I'm about to listen to like somebody play the saxophone. Like, it's very sexy. It's very warm. It also is considered a unisex fragrance, so this is not just for us ladies. This would smell very good on a man. This would smell very good on anyone. It's really a favorite. Like, I love it. I don't even know what else to say. It just smells so good. So the keynotes for Jazz Club are pink pepper, rum absolute, and tobacco leaf absolute. So I could definitely smell the tobacco. There's like that little element of that. It's a little bit musky, a little bit woodsy from the tobacco, but you also do get kind of like a, almost like fireside, kind of spicy, smoky element, if that makes sense. But this is perfect also for date night, night out, if you're gonna be like going out on the town, going to a jazz club, going to a concert, going to a holiday party or something like that. This would absolutely be perfect for New Year's Eve. Like, this is a great fragrance for that. And I actually did wear this to a couple of holiday parties that I went to this season, so it's a perfect fragrance for that. Next fragrance is going to be YSL Mon Perry. This fragrance I actually was recommended by one of the girls in Sephora, one of the associates. She was so sweet. I wish I could remember her name, but it was the Sephora in Culver City. I hopped in after brunch one day, and let me tell you something. If I do bottomless mimosas with the girls and then we go shopping, it really can be dangerous, because if I get into a Sephora, I'm just gonna swipe the credit card and that's what happened. That's literally what happened. The associate was really sweet. She was giving me all these recommendations for fragrances, and she wasn't missing. Like, I told her what I liked, and she was like, oh, this one and this one and this one, and I liked them all. And I ended up buying all of them except for one, and she signed me up for the Sephora credit card. So, did I get swindled? Kind of, but it was worth it, because I really do love having a Sephora credit card. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Saying all that to say, that is when I got this fragrance. She recommended it to me because I told her I really love fruity florals. And if you watch my last perfume video, you know that those are my favorite. So this one, it definitely is kind of a fruity floral scent, but it also has that warm, spicy element to it too, which I think makes it perfect for winter. This is a really versatile fragrance though, because I feel like it is a winter fave, but I absolutely was wearing this like in the spring and summer too. So this is really good for year round, but I do love it for winter as well. It also kind of has like a strawberries and champagne kind of vibe, and that's what the associate at Sephora was telling me too, and you can definitely smell that. So you smell the fruitiness of it, but then there are notes of like champagne or like alcohol or some sort, which smells really good. So let me see what the keynotes for this one are. There are keynotes of datura flower, patchouli, and red berries. So red berries, just like I said, strawberries, and I'm not sure what datura flower is, but patchouli, I smell that a little bit. But there's definitely some floral elements in there, definitely like a almost alcohol kind of a vibe in there, but it smells really good. I feel like it's delicate, but it's also a pretty bold and unique fragrance as well. Once again, perfect for year round, but I really do like this for winter as well. I just feel like in the colder months, this is a scent that just kind of holds up well in the cold, if that makes sense. I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but sometimes when you wear certain scents in the summertime, the heat and the chemistry of the scent, it just doesn't really go well together. It can be a little bit too overpowering or a little bit too overbearing. And I feel like this is a perfect example of that, because when I wore it in the summertime, it was a little bit too much, but I also think I sprayed a little bit too much. So with this one, this is like 1 or 2 spritzes and you're good. Don't really go more than that, because otherwise it's gonna be overpowering and kind of borderline like not smell that good, because it is very strong. So that's kind of a little bit of a warning with that. But like I said, I think that's why it goes so well in the cold and the wintertime months, because the heat doesn't kind of like make it overbearing. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, next fragrance. This one is one that the girls have been talking about for years. Honestly, I feel like I found out about this maybe 2 years ago, and I kept seeing it in videos. I kept hearing people talk about it. The girls love it. This is another YSL one. This is YSL Libre. And I remember I went to, I think Nordstrom, and I got a sample, and she gave me a sample of the Libre and the Libre Intense, and I was like, I gotta buy this because this smells amazing. Both scents are amazing. I only have the just the regular Libre in this size. I do want to get the Intense eventually because that one smells really good too, but this has really become like, it's like up there in like top 10, maybe even top 5 fragrances for sure. This just smells like, again, date night. I'm going to dinner. We're going to like the most expensive steakhouse in the city. I'm wearing my fur coat. I'm wearing my Louboutins. Like, it's just giving luxury. It's giving rich. it's giving I have money, my man has money, period. Like, it's just such a luxurious scent, and it's strong. I noticed that it will last all day or all night. I don't notice that it like wears off or anything, but it's not overpowering. And I think that's something that I really take into consideration with my fragrances, especially if you're gonna get a name brand or you know, luxury fragrance. That's something that's really important, is the staying power. I don't want to be buying a bottle of perfume that's, you know, 70, 80, 100, $150 and I have to reapply. So I really love this because this lasts all day, all night, and it's just my favorite. Like, yeah, this is gonna be one that's gonna have to stay in the collection permanently for sure. So the keynotes for this one are lavender, orange blossom, and vanilla extract. So again, lots of floral elements. You can definitely smell the vanilla. It has that, brings that warmth and a little bit of that spice into it. So those are the keynotes for that one. Okay, I had to save the best for last. This might be a contender for one of my favorite fragrances of all time, dare I say. But this right here, okay, let me just give you the backstory. So I heard about this fragrance. Again, the girls have been talking about it for a long time. I've seen it in multiple perfume videos. So me and my best friend Jazz, you guys have seen Jazz on my channel a few times before. We were at Sephora just kind of looking around. I wanted to get a new fragrance, and I had already picked up Replica Jazz Club, but I was still kind of smelling the other Replica fragrances, and I came across this one and I was like, I need it. And Jazz was like, this smells like you. Like, this is your signature scent. Like, this is it. This is it for you. So I had to get it. This is, again, the Maison Margiela Replica in Coffee Break. I have to get this in a bigger size as well. Like I was saying with Jazz Club, the bigger sizes of these are just, they're nowhere to be found. And I think now there's a couple places that have like the 3.4 ounce in stock, so I'm just gonna have to get that. But this is literally like, it's one of the best fragrances I've ever smelled. Like, I'm not even trying to be dramatic, but like, it smells so good. It's definitely, you smell the coffee. It smells like really good, rich, high quality coffee with cream, like a high quality latte, but also there's a spice to it, there's a smokiness to it. Again, smells really, really luxurious. I'm actually about to spray this on right now because I want to wear this. Ugh, like, are you kidding? Like, are you joking? If you spray this on and you walk by people, they're gonna, like, heads are gonna turn. People are gonna ask you what you're wearing because it's such a unique scent, and you do get the coffee smell, but faintly. Like, it's very, very quick, and then you immediately get like notes of vanilla, like woody, musky notes. Like, it's just, I just love it. It's my favorite, and I have to get a bigger bottle. That's just that on that. So the top notes for this one are coffee accord, lavender, so that brings in another floral element, and then milk mousse accords. Like I said, it's like a really expensive, delicious latte, but very faint. You're not gonna like feel like you smell like Starbucks. Like, you're not gonna smell like a cup of coffee, but it's like, it's faintly there. And then there's just this like sweet, smoky, cozy, it just smells really good. I hope I'm describing these fragrances well enough and that the keynotes and top notes that I'm giving are helpful, just because it's hard to explain fragrances, and I feel like you really do need to be trained to give proper descriptions of fragrances because they are layered, and you know, some of them are a little bit more complex than others. But I hope that my descriptions help you so you can kind of get the vibe of like where I would wear the fragrances or where I think they would be a good fit. So hopefully that helps. I hope that I maybe introduced you to a couple of new fragrances, or maybe convinced you to try out a couple of new fragrances. Like I said, these are my top 5 current favorites for the winter. My perfumes change. I try to try out new fragrances really whenever I can, and my collection is always expanding, so I'm excited to do more of these videos in the future and do more like season-based videos. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any of these fragrances, if you want to try them out. Let me know if you have any recommendations for things that I should try. I'm always looking to expand and try new fragrances, so let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm excited to be back and recording and making new videos. We'll see how long this keeps up. But until next time, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, like this video if you like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.